We're
Hello
live.
and welcome back to the Moba Hub 5v5 Tank Showdown. Once again, we are entering. I'm pretty sure what Debbie told me. It's the quarters already, and it's gonna be up against the Go Tank 13 and Team Bomberman. And you know, guys, if you've catch up with the previous series of Team Bomberman and Go Tank, these guys are actually decent. So two decent teams are gonna be facing tonight, and it's gonna be one hell of a fun. But we can make it more fun because Debbie is going to be joining at our side here. How's it going, Debu?
Yeah, I think a Sunday is the only way, we'll be having a chill stream. So I think I'm chilling right now, Bolty, and I think we're gonna be seeing an epic showdown. It's used a lot, right? The
Yeah.
epic showdown line. Of course, it's gonna be used a lot, but this time I think it's gonna be real because we have Itami onto the other side. But yeah, Team Bobamint will be going against Go Tank 13. I'm not sure why the 13 is there because it's universally considered a bad luck, right? So a bad
Yeah.
omen. So we will see how
Cause
will they be able to change, right?
yeah, exactly. Maybe 13 consider the fact it's an odd
Your
number.
team is
So
Mm-hmm.
banning.
yeah, anything. What about four? Also is a bad luck, right? In like an Asian terms, I'm pretty sure.
Sniper
That's
ready.
why
Give
even
me a target.
companies
Team
and
is
all they
banning.
usually avoid the number four, and they just skip to
Mm-hmm.
like five or something like that. So with that being said, the bans are gonna be usual. They usually no bans, but they're UC bans because for the sake of not wasting too much time.
Yep.
So that being
Yep.
said, of course, like I would like to ask Debbie. Of course, it's gonna be like what same usual picks, right? Whoever gets the first pick on like a certain
Come
hero
on,
always end
Dexter.
up
It's
winning.
our
So
Your
what do you think
team
this
is
first
banning.
pick is gonna be quite favorable for the side of Go Tank?
To me,
Yeah, I
your
think
team is banning.
just go for the edits at this point. She is the only hero that you can contest definitely, and
Mm.
I think it's the only hero that can go into the goal lane too. So I think Z13 can go for it. One thing I do notice is that Go Tank they have all the Japanese name into their way, and then
Hey
even
yo.
even even Bobamin also does. But the Go Tank has like five Japanese name. I'm not sure if
Mm.
Zaraki is a Japanese name, but I'm sure about the other four. Well, they're gonna have to do some
I am
ninjutsu
the
here.
priestess of
Okay, there
Your
we go.
power,
team
It
is
is.
picking.
the hunter of all the
Absolutely
evil gods.
keen observation and keen prediction, and yes, Debbie gets the score once again. But on the other
My
side of
kiss
Bomberman, you know
grants
how
you
Itami and all
immortality
plays, but this
or
time Itami
death.
won't be getting his Edit, so maybe he have to look for some heroes, maybe an Esmeralda, or but as a marksman player he might go for something that has range, don't you think?
True
Yeah,
love
range definitely.
is like blood.
Your
I don't know
team
which
is
kind of tank
picking.
has the range, but something or that has been getting to me is that the past few days when we were in this tournament, I've seen a lot of Belleric coming into play. I think
Yep.
it's mostly because he definitely have a lot of mobility. Because considering the movement speed that he have, I think he's considered such a good hero. But this time around, I
Aren't you
do not
gonna
think
ask
we
a
are
lady to
seeing much. We're
dance?
gonna be seeing him just yet. But the thing that's gonna be appearing is the Carmilla and
Your
the
team is
LCs.
picking.
Okay, there we go. The Belleric again, Bolty.
Yeah, the Belleric is usually used to just withstand a certain lane. Also, his Wrath of the Dire is quite a handy ultimate to be having because most of the tanks are
Your
gonna
team
continue to
is
fight most of
banning.
the time, and you want the AoE. It's pretty, wide enough to hit
Your
everybody
team
in
is
the
banning.
vicinity. So this is also a very good ultimate we can consider. But speaking of these things, on the side of Bombamin, they have picked up the glue here. Of course, latching onto somebody is
Your
great,
team is
but
picking.
I'm feeling like they are also going to prioritize on a Terisla because you know how a Terisla can sustain, right, and deal damage at the same time.
It's like two in one, right? It's a
Yep.
tank, but it also have a lot of damage. So I think they can go for the priority onto the Terizla as well. But yeah, like you mentioned, I think
My
the
fist
glue is
is
good and
always the
all,
right
Your
but
answer
I
for
team
do
this
not
is
kind
really
of
like
picking.
a glue when
questions.
there is no squishy backlines that you can latch
Mm.
on. But still, I think they can make it work because they have the Masa now, so one damage dealer is already provided. Well, it can be going into the jungle or somewhere else. XP, it can work to anywhere. But this time around, I think for the side of Go Tank, what are their choices? They already have one magic, no, two magic damages, so they're free to go anything they want here.
That is true very much, but actually, it's all magic damage, right? Like, to be honest, it's all
Even Beric?
Yeah, Belleric is
Oh,
also his passive deals magic,
oh,
his ancient seed, his wrath of dire, everything deals magic damage except for his basic attack. Same goes with an
oh.
Edith on his on her Phylex form, of course.
Your
But there
turn
we
is
go.
picking.
To counter ice, to counterfeit something, they're just gonna be picking that Akai who deals physical damage in every of the skill sets and basic attacks. There's your answer to that.
Akai. I think it's the only hero that's gonna be. Wait, that's gonna be the only physical, right? Like you
Yeah,
mentioned, because
true.
already magic damage is all. So they wanna have an Esmeralda jungle. And what will the other side have? I think Elise should go into the jungle here because it's gonna be so good. But the
Hmm.
last pick is already for the side of the Bummin. I'm not sure which what will they go for. There are varieties of tanks, but should they go for the Teresa? But there's already the Akai. Oh wait, we forgot the
Oh,
bug. Yeah, I got
yeah.
the anti-healer guy. We'll see him now.
Yeah, on top of anti-heal, he does, you know, quite amount of damage with his shield that keeps stacking as you keep hitting, right? So that
Mhm.
also is good, but this time it's gonna be like I said. Itami is always gonna look for something that can deal like range damage, and so he's gonna be going for those shields on his side. But it seems like he's gonna go for jungle this time. He's usually like a side laner, but it's nice to see him change sides a bit. So we will see if he can hit that retry.
Oh, that's always the question, right? When you are into the jungle, the challenge is not really the rotation, it's the retribution rate. So let's see what the gold laner will do with the jungle here. Because all tanks and it's a bug, so it's like 50% to 60% sure that you'll be able to have the most objective takes. But we cannot forget that they have an
Welcome to
Esmeralda and a
Mobile
lot of engagement
Legends!
liners for the side of Z13. So let's see.
Five
Let's see who's gonna
seconds
be
till the
having the upper
enemy
hand.
reaches the battlefield.
Upper hand,
Smash them!
plus for now, we'll not know until we see those
troops deployed.
executions. Not education, but executions. So for now, we are back in the land of dawn once again. Both the teams are going to be starting their jungle skirmishing, helping out the utility jungle to farm as quick as possible because rotation is the key. And on the red side is Bombament, and on the blue side we got Go Tank 13.
Goatang 13, a very, very good name too. But one thing I am surely gonna say is that not the Boxer, but the Masha is onto the arrival. Volta, you know what it means, right? So
Yep.
he's trying to chunk down the tower. So I think for the side of Z13, they always have to be careful. They have to focus onto the map all the time. And the recent rank match that I played, I lost just like DNS lost to the minions. So
Oh,
I don't think they want that to happen here.
you just expose yourself
Mhm.
to our 17 viewers here. So anyhow, guys, I hope you can tease Debbie about the loss of the backdoor by minions, or I don't know, maybe is it minions or is it like the players?
It's the player actually. We thought
Okay.
one was recalling. We had a miscommunication, so it's gonna be there. Randoms. I thought they were recalling, and then we just focus on the opponent base, and it's actually our base that was taken. That was cinematic, man. I don't want that to happen again. No way. So
Yeah.
I don't think Golding wants it to happen too. They have to focus on the master here.
Yeah, that's true. And that awkward silence when you like go in full for
Mm.
the mid base and you just the game just ended. You just
Yep, yep,
the
yeah.
camera shifts to your base and it just goes poof. And I was like, huh? That's all you can say. That's all you can say. And it seems like the first battle gonna be starting on bot side here. Lunar getting a bit of touchy, but here comes the first blood coming in from Lunar. But here also the Wrath of the Dire being spotted over here. Look at the amount of ultimate just popping there. And yes, Team Bomberman still have the upper hand, and they were able to take down Tree in the process there. And then it's just gonna be a one phase side of Gotenk. It seems like Watashi is gonna be again maybe a toxic play gonna be coming from Watashi again, but Itami is looking like he's working on the turtle soup. Seems like Shinji on the other hand does not have the retribution, it's just
Red team
for
has slain
that
the
vision.
turtle.
And yes, Itami gets the first turtle on the side of Team Bomberman.
Yep, her first turtle, 3 kills already, just one death. The only compensation that they have. But 1K goalie for the side of Bumpamin here, they are playing so well, and I just realized it's a Watashi again onto the goal. He loves doing those, he loves sticking, right?
Indeed.
He
Yeah,
must
yeah.
have been really.
Bro is
He has to be
bro is
someone.
mm, bro is quite the needy one, huh? Like the
Yeah, the
stick on
needy one.
others. Yeah, yeah.
Let's on you. How would you feel?
That's you
Yeah,
know what
that.
it reminds me of? It reminds me of the upgrade from Ben 10,
Oh, that
That guy
thing.
who just
What do you call
possessed
them?
everything. Tech.
Crazy
Yeah.
season. In 2025, I completely forgot Ben 10 existed.
And
Oh
gotta
no.
know the nostalgia, but it seems like
Yeah, yeah,
Ito
yeah, I
here
remember.
losing 2 stacks on top. Like I said, like remember your roots, Debbie. Remember your roots.
Okay, okay, okay. It's Benton.
Mm.
All I remember was Naruto when I was young. But oh, look at that.
Okay, Shinji gonna be using that belly flop to get out of harm's way, but
That's
Ikami, on the other hand, gonna get a kill on Sunji once again. And also Zaraki, on the other hand, gonna use that Unbreakable to go back to his first tier. And it seems like top lane as well. It seems like Ito is quite healthy, but on the other hand, the turtle will be spawning in a matter of 20 seconds here. But it seems like Team Bomberman are looking for a deny on the minion lanes on the top gold lane here. Seems like Luna also wants to stack up a little bit more, but it seems like he's gonna go with the flowing blood. Backside Shinji coming in with that heavy spin, knocking up T here, but he does not have the enough duration to be, holding that position. And Toshiro might be the one to get punished here. Here comes the thunderclaps coming up, and that's a fall. And Luna will take the kill and also a double because this guy loves to suck with that Alice.
Yep, and they'll all get another one. Blue.
Blue side. I don't know. I mean, he's a tanky. He's a 3. Here comes the star fall. Here comes the AOG as well. But Luna will be the one to just be acting like a damn mosquito he is. Gonna get another double right there. Make it a triple. Or maybe Watashi, once again, the toxic guy from Team Bomberman, is gonna steal that triple from Lunar. And that is basically everybody dead onto the side of Gotank, and also a free turtle once again. But Itami, on the other hand, almost getting taken out by the turtle here. Itami, if you died there, man, I'm gonna make sure that gets clipped every inch of the internet, man. So you're lucky.
It's a good way to troll, but I think he's so careful, man. I think he knows what you're gonna be doing if he died there.
Yeah.
But something I like, Watashi, this toxic guy is also clingy, right? So the way he's playing, the rotation that he does, oh my goodness, it's so perfect. And the stuns that he connected all the time. When those satisfaction when you land your first skill and your second skill onto the opponent and it resets, it's always gonna be terrible. So something he has been using quite well, and this is definitely good, giving them the lead also, and they are always able to stay in fights as long as possible. But okay, look at that, Panda.
Itami made that first engagement, but there was no follow-up. But instead, it's going to be the Lunar going in deep into the jungle of Gotank. But it's just a D13 here using that heavy spin to kind of take out Lunar. But it's going to be Lunar just unstoppable at this point. And here comes everybody ravaging, going for the kills. And yes, they were able to secure 2 delicious, thick, meaty boys there. And also Zaraki, on the other hand, pop in that Revitalize to get back the HP that was once, lost. So it's also like Itami, on the other hand, had to be farming once again. But that's going to be 2 deaths on the side of the Gotenk once again. But 11 kills onto the side of Bomberman.
Yep, they are actually onto the lead, but bot side.
Red team hero has
That
been
is a
slain.
Shinju. That is
Blue team
that
turret has been
1v1
destroyed.
situation we hear, but it's gonna be favorable to the side of Gotanks not once again, but it's gonna be the first time that it favored them. So the turtle's gonna be spawning up. Itami is not, he might be looking for the turtle, but it seems like they're going to, reinforce the bot situation because it seems like this tier 2 will fall to the hands of Gotenk, or maybe not. Tommy just jumping in with the 2.0.
Red team
And
turret
also,
has
here
been
comes the
destroyed.
AOD coming in with the Raki. We want to smash some things out. Tommy getting a kill on Genrusai here. Shinji finally tossing, and yes,
Blue
this
team
is the
turret
pin
has
that
been
Gotenk need.
destroyed.
They
Hero
take out
has
T,
been slain.
and they're gonna look for more, but Itami will say no. You have to take more than that to stop me. Gets the kill on towards Zaraki as well, but Itami finally falls as Shinji gets the shutdown in Itami. And the flicker coming in from Shinji, but going to the wrong side. This is something that is very bad because Lunar gets that double right there. But the better trade always goes to the side of Team Bomberman, the Sikkim sprites.
Oh my goodness, they have been always able to turn the tides around all the time. It was so good, the ultimate set, the heavy spin by
Blue team
Shinji, but
turret
at
has
what
been
cost? They
destroyed.
were losing all the members and a lot of sustainability coming up on the side of Bummin just because they have the goal lead, which means they will also have the better equipment as well. So I think this is something that Goten has to focus.
Yeah, and more. Heavy spin, just gonna be latching this, Watashi onto the wall here. But it seems like Watashi, on the other hand, wants to latch at something, but they don't quite find it. But that is the green light that if a heavy spin is used, that I did. Yeah, they're going straight for the Madara. Team Bombabin don't want to waste any time. They want to take those inhibitors as soon as possible. Get the juicy W, and hopefully also, grab the 3K in the process in the
Red
future
team
game.
has slain the Lord.
That's that sounds juicy, and I wish I had this kind of team in like performance where it's gonna be easy 3K, but we'll never know
Yeah.
because this is best of 3, right? So I think still Go Tank. Their name is basically Go Tank, but look at bot lane.
Bot lane of your hand. It seems like the tree is in trouble, but he might get taken out here. Yes, Genrusai is gonna fall to Watashi here. The curse of blood being used by T, but T has to die. Has to sacrifice himself, but it seems like Watashi is getting knocked out, but the tower is not going to be quite enough because Lunar gets the double, and that's going to be Watashi here with the lashing, and yes, he gets it inside the turret, the tier 2, and that is only one member left onto the side, but I feel like this is a W because that is the inhibitor down, and base is optional, and they're going to go for it, but it seems like Koshiro can't do anything, but just look in despair as the base get absolutely destroyed, but maybe not. They don't have minions because Zaraki is gonna still fight here, but Lunar on the other hand with a legendary teleport sucks and this dip, and AOD coming in, pulling back the Lunar, but he knows how to sustain a fight. He's not gonna back off because look at that sustain. Look at the Oracle coming into play as well as he gets the double, maybe go for a triple, but he's going in for the Curse of Blood to deal extra damage for Lunar, and that is GG, or unless T don't want to end it, but he's gonna end it right there, and yes, game 1 is gonna fall to the side of Team Bomberman.
Victory! That was a good play coming out from Bombament. From the start, they were having the lead, and Elisa has a very good win rate this tournament. What a good hero it is when there is no assassins, no marksmen. Yeah, that can be a literal threat for her. So I think Elisa is also going to be considered important. I think they were trading out for the idiots for these 2 heroes, and they made it work. So go tank, please live up to your name. I think they will be able to do it. What one thing's for sure is that Watashi, shouldn't get the glue anymore.
Nah,
But
sure
Ben is
about
not.
that.
And I think he's still gonna pick it, right? There's no
Yeah,
ban. It's gonna be
indeed.
wasted, man.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I feel like we're not gonna take breaks, but instead jump in the second match. It's either Team Bomberman, like I said, always for the clean sweep, or maybe the second half for Go Tank here. But it seems like Go Tank have to reconsider about picking because even if they pick the Edith, those other picks like a Carmilla and the Alice, pose a threat to the side of Go Tank. So they need to be really careful. But this time they're gonna have the 2 picks, so maybe Team Bomberman will be on the deficit this time.
We'll have to see, because one thing's for sure is that when Bobamin got the Masha, right, they have like 2 damage already into the hands. Meanwhile, for Goten, they weren't able to have the damage dealers. Even though they have the edit, it wasn't enough because I think he got gapped into the lane as well. It was rotated so much. like it was hard to just join all team fights. And I think Bombomins have that kind of aura where the rotation is basically based on just trying to enable your goal laner. Even though it's a tank, it's kind of weird, to say goal laners when it's a tank with a tank.
Mm.
But still, you know. One thing I wanna ask is that is Masha Russian?
Yes, she is. She
She's
is Russian,
Russian,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, in the
Just
one v one.
listen to the accent that she
Yeah, that's right.
says. The fire
Yeah.
of battle. It goes like that. It goes like that.
Yeah.
You can
That's
know
she's from
if
Russia.
anybody is a Russian, especially a female. They have this some sort
Thick
of
one.
like I don't know, like you just know it like when you hear it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of draggy, but
Yeah,
still
draggy.
very. But okay, what I would like to say was like, and we can see the 1v1, right? The Latina versus the Russian and the Latina one. But they lost the game, so at
Oh
what
my
cost?
god.
Esmeralda is Latina, no? Or is
Hmm.
she something else?
I think she's a
Is it her?
Latina, pretty sure.
Okay, she has
She's
to
more
be
like
because the
a
color,
hmm.
the vibes,
What region
whatever.
are usually Latinos called? Is it Europe or is
So
it
the Spanish,
Mexican,
the
Spanish?
Italian, the Mexicans, the
Oh,
Spanish, like
I
Scandinavian.
see. Argentinian?
No, no, no.
Oh no.
Argentina. Wait.
Oh,
I think they are. They are. I think that everyone who speaks Spanish, Italian, or French, I think they are considered Latina. No, I think they
mm,
are. Yeah,
I'm
it
quite
is
sure there. Okay.
their
Why? What are
color.
we even talking about, Debbie? Honestly, what are
Oh
we
wait.
even talking about? This is
World
crazy.
facts because I love talking about the world. I love the world now. We done.
Ronky, on the other hand, saying, "Someone increase the volume of the female caster." And can our dear streamer do that? Because it seems like they want to glaze on Debbie's voice a bit
Nah.
more.
Do you say wrong, Kim?
Yeah, he is in the chat.
Oh, that wrong Kim. I see. That
Yeah.
I think he's the one who got me. Japrito final boss, was it? I think
What? What
yeah.
in the
Oh, was it?
world?
I forgot. I forgot when we had that Caster versus Tartarus. That time.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was roasting us with Fredo, right? I'm pretty sure.
I think yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know who was the one who caused that, but
Fredo pulling up the Habibi accent, and then
yeah.
he was just there with the. Yeah, he was just there. That's all I'll say.
Cool, cool, very cool. But why is Itami not ready though?
Never
No,
know. Maybe he's manifesting his jungle, or maybe he is dropping by the chat to say hi or something,
and we
or
got
he's
to
just
wait.
checking if I'm roasting him or not in the
Oh
castings, or
yeah.
I don't know. This guy is like,
He must have an alarm, right? If
hmm,
Voldy talks about me, it's just bring in the intuition, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, I am close actually, but I don't know how they can hear.
all right.
Oh,
Maybe
I
put
think the
Debbie
game
on
plan is over out.
200%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. The things I said are not listenable. It's not even.
Why? That's
It's not
because you
even
only talk about
informational.
Latinas. Is that it?
Yeah, Latinos and Russians, is that the accent? Russian,
Yeah.
Russian,
Russian.
oh, Russian. Okay,
Yes.
it doesn't come
Rus.
well with me.
Belarus. That's what they
Belarus
say.
or
Is
Russian.
so.
Okay, or
All
Russian.
right.
It goes on. Oh, he's ready. I think.
Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll to the second match here, guys. Second game, actually. I'm not saying match because these two are one matches, so it's supposed to be set as game, right? Because the game, we play one game, two games, three games, so this is gonna be that second game right here. With this time, Team Bomberman gonna have that first dip or first pick. So right now, what are they gonna pick? Is it gonna be an Edith once again? Because
Your
Itami
team
would
is
want to
winning.
grab his hands on the Edith. but it's kind of risky because you're just gonna be giving another two really good heroes to the hands of Gotang. So what will be the call on the
team
side of
is banning.
Team Bomberman?
To me.
Your
Dopamine. I
team
think they can
is
still
banning.
trio onto the edits. But the thing is, they were able to
Thorns
play
remain
against the
should
idiots,
Your
right?
team is
They were able
picking.
to get the hands on the Ellies and the Baxias. And I think they, whatever they are going to be giving away, they have to be a little bit mindful. But still, they can stick to the original plan, just go for the edits like they usually go
My
for.
kiss
Oh,
grants
no.
Your
you
team
Oh,
has
yeah, they
taken
know the
or
the
death.
shining factor of their team comp. That was Lunar on to the Alice, and yes, they are not giving any chances to the side of Gotang. So once a mosquito, always
I
a
am the
mosquito
priestess of
type
primal
C.
lightning,
And so
the hunter
no,
of all
look,
the
look,
evil
this
gods.
Gotang. They know they're gonna go straight, but this time they have a Carmilla,
team
so
is
that is gonna
winning.
synergize really well with an Edith Primal Wrath.
Primer. Wait, I can't do that thing, man.
Aren't you gonna
Right.
ask Lady to dance?
Oh, there we go, the Latina. Miss Latina
Okay.
here.
All right.
Astrologer. I think she is an astrologer, Esmeralda astrologer.
Yeah, she liked the stars, right?
Oh, yeah,
Is
and
she
then-
one of those females that likes constellation?
I guess. I think she will definitely know
Your
our
team
star
is
measure.
banning.
I mean, like,
Any
I'm
gaze
a
your
Gemini,
team is
I'm
banning.
a Taurus, I'm a that thing, that shit.
Pisces. Very, yeah, they have to
Love
be. They are
outshines the gold.
mood
Your team
dependent.
is picking.
And it's a girl. Oh, why am I roasting females?
Wait,
now?
mood with Fender. No, wait, Debbie, you know too much. Come on.
Okay.
So
Nah,
quick.
man. It's crazy. I know more because I'm just a female myself. I consider myself chill, but no, I'm not really chill because look at that. Watashi. He's still got the glue, man. The binary guy.
Your team is
Oh yeah,
vicious.
people saying that glue is binary on gender was crazy, and yes, we're gonna respect that and call this guy's gender as binary. So Watashi, and we picking a binary guy, but looking at the side of Gotenks though, they are finally taking Itami's recent pick. That's gonna be that shield guy. I'm just gonna call him a shield guy now. Yes, it's good for the anti-heal, kinda. Yeah, anti-heal passive against Lunar with the Alice, so that could like stop Lunar from sucking too much, like the last time where he was like 1v3ing at the base.
Definitely. I think it's safe. But still, we're gonna be seeing the Russian person here. But onto the other hand, onto the different hand. But still with the wait.
Your team is picking.
Is this your mom? Wait, it's dummy though.
It's not your mom,
Not
it's
your
your
mom.
anus.
Okay. Onto the hands. Who's it gonna be using? I think your mom wanna be Ito. Okay, Ito. It's Ito, but
Yeah,
look at the dinosaur on the other side. We have a tortoise and a dinosaur in the same team.
exactly. Not gonna lie, looking at the side of Gotenk, they're actually, they have their arsenal kind of sets right here. Look at that, the Carmilla for that extra damage and chaining with the Curse of Blood, with the Edith following up, and don't forget the anti-heal. They have the Baxia and they have the Baras to soak damage and also
And
have
the
a lot of
dinosaur in the
resilience
same
for the
team.
front line, and also Amasha to kind of like divert and push lanes.
Yeah, this Masa is gonna be pretty annoying, and one thing I focus on, which is absolutely unnecessary but very shiny, is the affinity levels of these guys, man.
Mm.
They have to have a
Welcome
lot
to
of synergy,
Mobile
don't you think?
Legends.
Because already level 7, level 8, something only
5
people who
seconds till the
play
enemy reaches
together
the
a lot
battlefield.
get those.
Smash
So
them.
I think synergy is not gonna be the problem for
All
this team.
troops deployed.
That is very true. And as we're entering the land of Dawn, both teams are switching. It's just their color that is switched. But Team Bobbity on the blue side and red side is Gotenk this time. They're looking promising with their drafting so far. So we will see. May the best roamers win.
A roamer, okay. We have to put fire under the roamers.
Yeah.
But looking at the XP. Wait. Uranus onto the gold? I thought the Masa could have went in the gold lane, but it's still good because see, he have a good clearance and he cannot die. This Uranus can't die, but yeah, it's still a good.
My anus can't die.
Oh, okay. TMI.
Right, Toshiro there. Seems like Uranus in trouble there. It's gonna be Ito though. But can Ito survive the raft that's coming towards
Whoa.
Uranus? And yes, he is gonna survive that. He's gonna use that jump here. He likes to play with those dashy reinforcement coming in top side. They're gonna put that reinforcements onto Ito here. Ito's gonna survive once again. The Revitalize is gonna help him sustain, or maybe not, as the first one coming in from Sun Shu. The more the better. Maybe but T gonna get that Sinji. It's gonna be 1-to-1 trade, or maybe 2, because Sun Shui on the other hand getting that double onto the side of Bombamin and make that a triple right here, because Toshiro takes down Itami Latina.
The Milatina man, he's not able to survive the early game, so this time around a Go Tank have their cards right, they have the right equipment, which means they have the right heroes into their hands. So Uranus wasn't your mom, so I think he's falling. He heal out a bit.
That was a good 1.5 coming in from Shinshui, but Watashi, so he's not gonna let go of his blueness anytime soon. But I thought that could have been a secure, but I don't know. He survived, so that's good. And that's another turtle soup. And that's the first turtle soup going to the side of Go Tank here. Lots of ultimates gonna be spent here, but who's gonna fall? Itami finally again gonna be binding the dust. Lunar takes up Zaraki on the other hand, but Shunsu will want to clean up as Genrusai comes in with the Russian, but it's gonna be Sunsu making the triple instead, and also grabbing this purple on the side of Bombamid. And like we said, it's already looking good on the side of Go Tank because they have a better draft.
Yeah, this is the draft they wanted, and now they have their hands. So I think a red team is definitely, the red side is definitely something more worth it, because they're gonna be giving only one healer away and taking two. So they literally use it to their advantage, big advantage. But okay, Dino, I thought he was in trouble.
It will be very much, but resilience, also full stacks. But here comes Itami finally clashing down, but he's gonna be the one getting clashed on. But you know how the Itami Latina is sustaining, but seems like topside on the other hand. Nothing much gonna be happening, except it's just T if he gets hit here, or maybe can. Oh no, Sun Shui finally get disrupted, but it seems like T will be the one to fall here, because look at that shields, man. The bullseyes. Yeah, he's throwing bullseyes, right?
Yeah, I think it's the aim, right? The board, the bull.
The board.
But the skill name is actually, what was that? Seal Unity, right? So I don't know why it's Seal Unity.
I thought the shield unity was like this rolling thing. Like that's the one.
That has to be okay. The one he throws, I'm not sure what it is.
Same. So I just call it a shield throwing.
Shield throwing?
Shield throw. That is a good. Boosters, blasters coming in from Zaraki, but there's no follow-up, so it's just a dinosaur here, especially a reefy dinosaur here, because it's
it's a shark, man.
Yeah, it's a shark. That's why I call it the reef, because it's it's aquatic.
Oh wait, what was the shark's name again? And the Italian brain rot? Oh wait.
Tralalero tralala is on to the chase. He eats somebody, but no, he tried to eat more. He flicks in. Tralalero. Instead, he does not have the Yeezys, but still, Genrusai getting a double kill here. Watashi falls, and here comes Genrusai with the turn clapping, and yet Machirano triple as well, and that is the complete massacre that Go Tank finally dish out to the side of Bombament. And also we're seeing a godline in the bot side here. Uranus trying to take two, but it's too much, it's too big, so he's gonna fall.
Okay, it's too much, like how that float, and it's definitely Bacta, so it's something that it can't, but okay.
Lunar on your hand, flowing blood to escape. You don't want to get caught by these big boys and that are on the lead. You don't want to get caught by the Tralalero, right?
Yep. It's a sole example, right? He looks just like the thing that we saw, but top lane again.
Yeah.
Not much.
Nothing much gonna happen, Debbie. Instead, it's just Lunar here, just trying to bait out Shield Unity from Shunsui. But as of now, what can they do? I mean, they can protect the turret. It's just that they have to find a really good engagement because they are setting heroes. So a good engagement like this one on the bot side here. Reina's in trouble. They use that dash a little bit to get to harm's ways. Or maybe not. Shinsui want to connect and the AOD gonna be landing to 2. This on the backside, that is a Curse of Blood coming in as well. But lots of happening, but it seems like Bombamon is still gonna suffer casualties here as Shinsui getting the legendary and Zaraki getting the double there. Good, good things onto the side of Gotenks as they were able to get 3 kills and also a tier 1 on the bot.
Top lane.
At the top here, Blue is getting touched here. Wow, Watashi on the other hand, finally getting touched by Genryusai. So this turtle is gonna be spawning. Maybe you can opt for it to, like become a lord, but I don't know. It seems like Toshiro and Shinsui want the turtle soup instead. But that is also that tier 1 on the mid side falling, and that Shinsui gets that retreat. At the same time, they're going for that purple. Instantly gets a 1 point hit. Here comes Tralalero. The tralala right there, and T is gonna get absolutely Italian brain rotted. But Shinsui with the shields gonna bullseye that T.
Was the perfect steal, part of the rotation, and a perfect, hero picks as well. A lineup that's made to be used this way. Now, it gets annoying when the Baxia isn't used the way it's supposed to be. But Sun Sui here using it to the full potential. And I like this guy because he reminds me of Sensui. Do you even know Sensui? That guy's MPL PH jungle, and he loves the Baxia. He doesn't play anymore, I think. But yeah, he's using it so well. And if they can keep this on, I think we're going to be having a game into our hands. And maybe, we're going to be going to the third game too. But this time around, I think it's a lot of pressure coming out for Bobamin, but top lane, Uranus?
Uranus in trouble once again, but it seems like Toshiro forcing out the Primal Wrath, and that extra range is going to try to stop Ito here. But Ito, knowing how he can sustain the Wrath with his Anus, and he's going to get the safety right now. But maybe Lunar, on the other hand, couldn't do much this time. He's not a jungler, so maybe Itami going for the jungle is a bit it's not that good, because the Ice Retribution kind of works against Lunar, right? Because that movement speed kind of helps out to kite them, slow them down into the sucking aura that Alice has.
Sucking aura is crazy, but what
let's just call it vacuum aura. Vacuum. Yeah, you get vacuum.
Oh, that's more crazy. Vacuum aura. Okay, vacuuming not the dust, but the blood here too.
Yeah, it's
okay,
crazy,
it works. But Sunsui is already level 12, and it's how Wee is okay bot lane.
Watashi wa kinidachi. What is the Japanese am I talking about? But it seems like Shinji on her hand. Gonna get caught the Bombamon here. Comes Tralalero charge here. Gonna be spinning out again. That's gonna be a lot of damage being dealt to the side of Bombamon again. But it seems like Zaraki almost falling instead. He gets the kill. And also another legendary coming in from Shinsui. But don't forget top lane. Arrival comes Genryusai doing those sring sound effect towards Ito. But Ito has that revitalize. Maybe they can fight it out. Look at the top 10 enemy battles. But Ito gets the kill. Oh my god, this could be a good factor. But Uranus is not revamped yet, so he won't be having that turret damage from getting the full stack. Yes, Shinji finally comes in time to save the turret, save the day. Also, Watashi gets the Zaraki? Yeah, and Watashi is gonna go straight into the latching as well. Here comes the clingy guy, the clingy glue, sustaining. Oh, they're gonna grab him into the midst of the turret as well. But it seems like the CC Moon Boy here is gonna die as the AOD funnels them down. And he dies! Itami gonna go for more kills, but it's gonna be Toshiro getting killed by Itami. A W play from both sides of the team, but still, Gotenks on the other hand, they can get the W's, or maybe not here. Ito on the other hand. Oh, Shunzui missing that shield is gonna cost him, and yes, it cost him, so they just backed out instantly in that fight.
They prolonging a team fight, and we knew what we signed up for here when you go for tank versus thing. They're gonna be sustaining quite a lot. But look at the master, right? She's always gonna be focusing on the turret. She's seeing it also like food for herself, especially when she comes with the arrival. So already I think she's been doing quite good because they already taken down a 5 structure. Meanwhile, for the side of Bombamina, they had only one. But Uranus, Ito, might be in trouble.
I think it's gonna be Ito get in trouble, but okay, seal of the anvils right there. Here comes Lunar to fortify that ego recalling here because you gotta shield your ego whenever you try to make those ego plays. So it seems like that's again Rusai missing that fan, but here comes the 1.5 now. It's not a 1.5, it's a 0.5 there, and Ito, being the Ito he is, he's gonna survive that onslaught.
Yep, that was perfect. It's a Uranus, no matter what the damage comes through, it's gonna be able to sustain. But the thing is, already 11 minutes and the game is going actually long, but Sunsui...
Sunsui gonna be doing here, getting in trouble a lot.
What?
Oh, he kinda does a bit more, but he kinda charging that unbreakable. That is a red secure to the side of a Lunar coming in instantly. He's gonna get punished instantly. Lunar falls, and here comes the rest of Team Bombamin committing to this fight. But as you know, committing to that fight is not good. As you're getting slaughtered here, this could be the game number 2 that we are going to have here.
I think it has to be the best comeback of all time from game number 1 because we have been seeing top lane.
Oh, seems like this Genrusa is trying to make that sneaky play because the inhibitor, they are on their final standing inhibitor, Team Bombamin. Like this really proves the point that anybody who gets the first pick basically wins. And look at this, Team Bombamin. Even they have the Alice and the Latina, they can't do much. But Ito on the other hand, gonna go with the consecration as well. They're about to like to shield him more, heal him more. But Zaraki, that is a good star fall coming in from Itami. But don't forget the top lane because Genrusei is gonna try to turret down this turret, but no, he gets immobilized, and Watashi getting the kill. That was a sneaky play, but that is going to be enough diversion for this Lord taking. But the AOG coming in straight to the Madara. But that is Itami securing the retribution. This could be the comeback that Bombamin needs. But Itami falling right there. They are a bit under item, but Sunjoy is going to be the one to get it cleared up. There's more going to be smacking here. Watashi trying to survive. He tried to take out Shinji, but Shinji knows how it's going to work. But you don't go there, man. You don't go there. But Watashi gets a kill. He just walks into those traps for some reason. More fights gonna be happening here. Ito want to survive, but it seems like Sunsui might be the one to get killed here because Ito, Ionic Edge, is gonna edge you off the Land of Dawn, and this could be the comeback that Bombamin needs for the clean sweep.
Yeah, this is the only way that they can do it. A good retribution coming off of Itami as well. And I think one thing for sure is that going for the Holy Crystal onto the box there is a little bit too greedy, but Tashiro.
Tashiro in trouble, maybe, or maybe not, but they're gonna be backing off for now. But for sure, Gold Tanks 13 are they're gonna start losing those turrets one by one because those enhanced minions is gonna be a bit harder to take down as a tank or Roman. So Watashi on the other hand try to grab out Zaraki. Zaraki forced the flicker out to do something, but it was a waste. But to a point, he get out of the glue's range to not get latched upon.
You latched on someone, you get punished for it. And I think Watashi, into the early part, he was getting punished all the time when he was trying to be clingy, but still, blue buff.
Blue buff still not taken out. It seems like engagement coming in from Bombamin. They need to, capitalize this moment to take down as much as turrets. Also, maybe Watashi here getting caught here by the Shield Unity. Here comes a good Tralalero, and also knockups comes as well. But it seems like the Winter Crown play gonna be up here. It's not gonna be enough, but maybe it will be enough to save Lunar there. But it seems like T on the other hand and Watashi are gonna be spent in that team fight to save the Bloodsucker. But it seems like the Latina is running, and look at the shield guy on the chase for some Latinas because he's about to get clapped, and yes, Itami gets clapped right there with a bullseye. And Ito, we thought it was a comeback, but it is not a comeback because that is 4 really thick men onto the mid. But it seems like Ito wants to take them all in. But Lunar on the other hand finally securing Shinji, trying to split push there, but here comes the fight. This is the 2v3 situation, but still Mr. Genrusei might try to turret this down, but they don't have minions They are marching down.
Oh,
But
wait,
this
wait.
could be a Watashi protecting. Oh, Team Bomberman are playing so well in the defensive, but oh, it's so late. As Genrusai gets the final, they are angry. They're gonna keep fighting, but the winner is clearly decided here. Congratulations to Gotenks for taking that game number 2. So they secured this game number 3 for themselves.
Yep, this is gonna be 1-1 already. So if you're not sure, game 1 was won by Bombamint, and it's gonna be the second game taken by
Wait,
Go Tank. Wait. Is it
wait,
gonna be?
why is the game still going? Is this the quarters, not the semis yet? Like, huh?
Oh yeah,
Hello,
they don't wanna
Bombament.
waste.
Hello.
Itami, I know
Itami,
you
don't.
we know you
Don't,
wanna
don't.
win, but you know it's already done.
The deed is done,
Hello?
man. You can't
Is
save
the
the game with the
Latina?
Latina. Yeah. Wait, they're
Latina.
standing still like they don't know. Like, okay,
there
our
we
side
go.
concedes. See?
Not
They
me,
let
not
the
me.
enemy team surrender. What a freaking Bomberman, man. These guys just accept your defeat, bro.
The Japanese name aura, man.
Oh my god. Yep.
Get yourself blurred.
What? Oh, what, Debbie? Debbie,
Wait.
relax.
Nothing. I said nothing.
Yeah.
Wait. It's Gotenk won, alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
they won,
they
they
were the
won.
one actually surrendering. It's good. It's not the
Hmm.
Japanese aura.
Oh,
They were
okay.
the one actually surrendering. Good.
No wonder why it was just standing still there, right? And they want
they
they're
won.
kind of pissed that they couldn't defend, but if the inhibitor's down, just stop playing. You know, like what they
Yeah.
do in MasterChef. Time's
No
up, and then hands up.
Yeah.
Yep.
That has to be it, like. But you know, I think in their heads they were like, we're not giving away this Masa no more, because it was the Masa who was doing the process, eating down the inhibitors.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a game, right? MOBA 5v5, even it's tank versus tank. You get down the inhibitors, the game is already
I
yours.
didn't
So
cure the
this time
pain.
around, I think they're
Your
gonna
team
be
is
trying to
banning.
go, to still go for it. The Masa has been considered so important.
Your team is
And Go
banning.
Tank, they are into the first pick. So far, the red side has already,
Hope
you know,
will find
whoever
a way.
is in the
Your
red side
team
wins the
Even
is
when
game, right?
all is forlorn.
Your
Basically,
team is picking.
anybody who has the
Probably.
double picks wins, or
Yeah, double
unless the red
unless.
team make a mistake. There is
True
like
love
that push
is like
there.
blood.
Your
Or
team
Team
is
Bomberman
picking.
almost get it back. Like they were able to secure the retribution, but this time around, go think. Maybe they know that Carmilla was the one that's troublesome, but I don't know about the first pick outside of Carmilla. We'll never know. Itami finally getting the Eda this time
Oh,
around. Okay.
gods.
He was like, fine, I'll do it myself. Type shit. Okay.
My
Yep.
kiss
Okay,
grants
almost.
you
Your team
But
is
yeah,
picking
the Elise is
or
always
death.
gonna be considered important factor for Mr. Lunar here. And Itami onto the comfort, another one. So 2 comforts onto the hands of Bubba here. Meanwhile, Stinky, you know, still sticking to the plan of the Carmilla, and we cannot forget Zen Rusai onto the Marsha again. Mr. Orusian is considered the most important factor for their lineup, and I think it's
Hmm.
really important for the side. But
Oh,
yeah, I think it has to come here.
yeah, but not an Atlas. Come on, man. That Fatal
Wow.
Wings is not gonna help much. And yes,
Your
a
There we
team
go.
nice
is picking.
pick coming in from Sun Tzu again. He was rocking with the Baxia, maybe rock again, but this time with
That's a reach.
they still have everything, right? It's just that they are gonna lose this Traralero now.
Tralelo. I cannot say that thing, but whatever.
The falling stars
It
brought us
doesn't
Your
here.
come.
team is
It doesn't
banning.
come. I'm not as brain rot as I love to be. Okay. There's so many heroes choices to pick it up, but still the Esmeralda Miss Latina is nowhere to be found into the first phase, because last 2 games we have seen her being picked up into the first phase, but this time around they are, you know, trading it away. But still, a magic damage already set for both of these teams,
When you
2-2
gaze
already. So
into
I
Your
the
think
team is
they're just, you know,
picking.
they can even
abyss
ignore the Esmeralda,
is
but these 2 teams, I think they really love the Latina, so it can also appear here. But the thing is Uranus or the glue will be coming in for Watashi again.
Or is Watashi that one trick, that one clingy guy? Yeah.
Oh, clingy, sticky guy.
Malachi enters the
Oh.
scene.
Okay,
Your
T
team
though.
is
Okay,
picking.
Watashi is like seeing things play as usual, But it seems
Mhm.
like T, on the other hand, gonna have that heavy swing advantage now. But again, it seems like Gotenks are trying to commit to an Atlas here. I mean, it's kind of good if you synergize well. Like you you do the Curse of Blood and you pull them inside the Curse of Blood, or
Yeah.
you pull them in and the Curse of Blood comes in.
Mhm.
Or
Mhm.
maybe not. Oh, there goes. That's a better pick. I
Yeah.
think onto the side. Gotenks always a good Gatot. Never disappoints, right?
Yeah.
Tanky,
Whatever.
damage, crowd control,
Muscle of
everything. This guy's all
iron,
in one.
bones of
Yeah.
steel.
He's basically saying he have the muscle of irons, right? So
The
Yep.
night sky
he's
tells
gonna be hitting
all.
quite a
Your
lot. And there we
team
go, Miss
is
Latina
picking.
already here again. Zaraki will be the one using it this time around. But the thing is, she can go into the XP side and keep the Genru side onto this Marsha again onto the goal lane, which is highly possible. But for the side of
Intermission
Watashi here,
is to
oh,
protect
no
lives.
glue, not anymore. I think
Mm,
he hurt Yo Bolty. He called him one trick, so he just went for the
yeah.
horse instead.
That's how you make a better player, you know? Just call
Yeah,
them, just roast them,
one
and
trick.
then make them come out of their comfort zone
Mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm.
for the betterment. And
Lore.
then that's basically, if your friends trash talk you, that means they care about you, basically.
They care about
Okay.
you. So once really cares about you, right? It's like
What? What does? I know
because
once is
he's
in the
always there.
chat. I know once
You
is in the
see?
chat, but why do you pull out once in this situation, man? Bro just wants to take anybody that he set his eyes upon into his room.
Into his room, okay. And
Yeah,
you're
room.
number one. He's always trash talking you. So when you said, when your friends trash talk you, they just want you to get better. They just want you. They just love you, right? So lots of love for you, Bolty, from once. I
No,
can
but
feel it.
bro just wants to take me in his room. I don't think that's love, man. That's something else. That's
Welcome
Diddy.
to Mobile
Like,
Legends.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Did he have
right.
you? His doing?
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
All
the
right, back to the
battlefield.
land of dawn.
Smash them.
Of course, this time around,
All
Gotenks
troops
are gonna get
deployed.
that blue side treatment, but the red side is like the superior. The evil this time around always wins for some reason. Living in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, Lunar is gonna be mid, and there goes the Itami. Oh, Itami wants a little bit of a highlight in the bot side. He was spamming recalls here. Yes, I heard you, Itami. I'm giving you the spotlight there. You're welcome.
Yeah. He's very appreciative, so I think he's gonna be thankful. But a horse and a panda with a third is onto the not wait, yeah, a horse and a panda in one team, and a third is onto the other side. But top lane, Watashi already aggressive.
Very aggressive. Man, it's not only the glue that makes him aggressive. It's
Yeah,
his
I guess
genes that makes him aggressive.
he is the guy. He is him.
Clingy and aggressive. Crazy, man.
He aggressive, and definitely when he's put up against a Masato, yeah, he's gonna be hyperactive. But he's not sure. He doesn't know since he is here in the bush.
Oh, Watashi might be in trouble on top side. He's gonna bit like a triangle scheme there, but yes, he finally gets the time to run away with that first. But for now, on the bot side, though, oh, somebody's gonna get clapped here. That's Toshiro here. This might be the first blood on the side
Whoa.
of. No, it's not Bomberman. I almost said freaking Bomberman. Hey, it is Bomberman. What the heck?
It is.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
died.
exactly. That's Lunar once again grabbing the kills, or maybe this might be a Watashi being traded out. That's another hit. That's not another hit. Oh, here comes the. This time it's not Travelero. It's just a zombie diner.
Yeah.
So maybe Frankenstein. Yeah, I think that's a
Frankenstein, yeah,
Frankenstein.
yeah.
Yep.
It's Frankenstein. We're going back to 90s.
Exactly. And he kind of compliments, his recall also compliments him because he's like electricity, some shit. Revive him with a bit of a lightning bolt.
Yeah, bolt
Arise.
and bolting. Okay. What? Arise?
Yeah,
Okay.
Arise. Yeah. Frankenstein
Lunar,
needs to
I think
arise
so.
with the lightning bolt, but it seems like Lunar here gonna be using that flow thing to get out of danger. Here comes, somebody gets swallowed by the stomach of the intestine. And yes, this is gonna be Sun Shui trying to tank out, but it's gonna be Ito finally getting him out. He secures that retribution. So retreat gap on the side of it's not a retreat gap, but yeah, look at it. Three down. Three down from the side of Gotenks. That, like we said, anybody who gets the double pick always wins. This is we know the outcome, okay? We know the outcome
I
of
think
this
yeah,
of
it's
the finals. We know the outcomes
what
of the
if you curse?
finals. Yeah.
What if you curse? It can happen too.
Bro, I'm not DJ.
Yes,
What?
sir.
What do you mean?
You sure are both either. Oh, mid
Look
lane.
at that.
Oh,
Zaraki,
like,
Latina clapped.
okay. The
Yes.
Latina and the Russian isn't having the best of the times, right? They're getting clapped everywhere because top lane was, contested first. But still, I think Bobamin have the upper hand because they got the turtle, they got the better setups this time around. But the thing is, for the side of team Gotenga, they have 3 revitalized, which means that they're gonna be having extra sustains. But into the early team fight that we saw, I think Bobamin were able to take them down even with all the lot of sustain that they did. So the late game is supposedly something they have to wait for.
Oh.
But look at that retribution.
Yeah, coming in as well. The 1.5 hitting Lunar, but that's a Vengeancey Lunar, so it's tanking a lot. But still, the Retribution secured by Shinsui will kind of help him out because the Retribution is like 35 something ish cooldown. So when the turtle comes up, easy Retribution again. The other side of Gotenk, but he's gonna use that wall mechanics to jump out. And yes, finally juking the Team Bombament also. It seems like Ito here. Ito's actually jungle. That's quite interesting. Here comes the Denna's welcome. This could be the secure that Team Bombament needs for getting that turtle soup. And yes, Ito gets the kill. Here comes the heavy spin to pin down Senji and also Zaraki. This is 2. Thirsted down. Make it 3 because Bombament, they are minting with their bombs, man.
Yeah, they're exploding everywhere, taking down the HP of the side of Gotenk. And the top lane, I think it's only Decisive who will be the saving grace for the side of Gotenk here. But what does he was, this guy is so aggressive, man. He's clingy, aggressive, toxic, all at the same time. So he's a player that needs to play the glue, man. A lot. The horse, the centaur. I don't think it's his kind of hero, but he made it work. But this time around, the mid turret is very low for the side of Gotenk, so I think Bobamin will be capable and taking it down when the next fight happens. But onto the bot lane, there might be something, or maybe not.
There definitely is gonna be because Luna makes that initiation here. A missed Art Shatter by Itami here. Itami, you can do better. Come on, man.
Yep. We saw that. Both
Exactly. And top side though, still these two, man, these two. For some reason, Genrusa is losing against the Watashi there. Not quite sure, but it seems like another initiation coming in. Luna goes in with the flowing blood, but misses that blood ode. Blood not blood ode.
Blood O? O
Yeah.
plus?
One is AWE and one is ODE. Blood ode.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Lunar, on your hand, Genrusa gets sucked in the black hole of Alice. What? Shinji on the other hand gonna go with that Curse of Blood, but there's no follow-up, so there's no damage, and that's tier 1 taken down to the side of Team Bombament.
Yep, a good one, but look at that onward.
More, it seems like Zaraki in trouble here, uses that Starfall to get out of that situation. Shunrui on the other hand cannot do much because the pinning is too much on the side of Bombament. Watashi almost falls, but yes. Wait. Imagine if we can kill ourselves with a Ring of Punishment active. That'll be very hilarious.
I almost did it once because I used to spend it for, but I know best than to kill myself with that. So I think even this aggressive Watashi knows what he's doing with this hero. But the thing is, he needs to be tamed down a little bit. But I'm sure that they are, when we talk about the affinity levels, they are synergized so well. But look at that, Lunar getting stunned. I thought he was trying to go in, and that kind of misses right there.
Very true. For now, what can you do? The turtle stuff as well. The not inhibitor, but the tier 1 on bot side is taken down. Bombament are having the turret advantage as well. All the tier 1s are tracked down, made into debris. So this is a Lunar going for the initiation like usual. And also, Team Bombament 2 are falling up behind Lunar. Here comes the Dendas welcome though, but there's no Lunar on the other hand. But you really want to go and commit to that? Shinji is going to survive, but Shinji you're going to have some free hits. Actually, free hits, the more hits you receive, the more damage you take. But he misses the last tire. Yeah, the last tire because he's holding a tire this time. Genrusai though on the other hand, still getting clinked on by Watashi. Watashi knows how to play this out. He likes... he
Yep.
likes to rumble, I'm pretty sure. But it seems like Lunar gonna use that flowing blood to get out again. But what can Team Gotenk do? I mean, they want to contest for this purple, but can they make it? Do you want to spend a retribution for this? Or maybe Lunar comes up, gonna suck Shinji? Or here comes the Rolly thing again, but it's not gonna be used to contest anything. Instead, they finally lost it.
And it's gonna be a level 12 already for Ito, the Frankenstein, and level 9 still for Sun Shui. Not so much of a good game this time around when he was performing so well until the previous game that we have seen and able to take his team, but he might be in trouble. 5 man,
Yeah,
like
that's
four.
just four on towards Sun Sui, and yes, Ito will be the one to get that kill, and also Thunderclaps. I'm seeing Thunderclaps towards Watashi though, but Watashi has so many HP. What is this guy rocking? He's a 107 with 8 Thunderbolt stacks, and also the Cock of Destiny.
Yeah, the Clock of Destiny is gonna be giving him quite the heal. It means because it's also dependent on the mana regeneration, so I think it's gonna be good as well. And the HP growth that it have is also gonna be working out well for them because the more HP that you have, the centaur, the horse is gonna be more unkillable. But Genusai onto the top lane was able to farm quite a lot, and to the point that he is able to secure the second item on his kit is gonna be the Malefic Roar because it's an incredible item size, but I don't think he has any opening to try to go for the kills, right? So the Lord will be basically free, and I don't think they will be able to set.
has slain the Lord.
No set. That's a free Madara onto the hands of Bombament again. They're going for the Sunsui down here. But what can Sunsui do? Conceal pop by T. Itami is still in his concealed form. He want to go for the suplex here. And there we go. Follows up with a Dennis welcome as well. Here comes the primal rafting. And Itami gets the kill on Sunsui. No jungler to the side of Team Gotenks 13. And also with the Madara marching on the mid side as Lunar, escorts this Madara to the demise of Gotenks. There is more fighting on the mid side. Again, Rusai is in trouble. He's gonna get taken out instantly by Ito with the smelly breath. That is the first kill. And also the Curse of Blood coming in, but it's not gonna be enough as Toshiro gets eaten up by Watashi. Here comes the knockback coming in from that tier 1 inhibitor, but that is GG. Well played. And wait.
Oh,
No, they're not ending. Wait, they're not ending. Here comes Susie coming back with the Rolly Molly. Takes out T. But that is 4 members down. But this guy, is he him? Is he gonna go for the 1v3? Because those sides are coming to funnel down. Itami is also low, but Watashi also low. But this is quite the divide and conquer type, something. But Genrusai, oh dear man. He gets sucked out here, but Itami dies here. Sunzui get the kill on Itami. And yes, that will be a successful defense.
Yep.
But I
He
bit
might
my
be
own
him.
tongue.
You might eat, meat tonight, but okay, that's just a superstition. But no, this guy is him. Actually, he was able to defend with with quite well with the box. Yeah, this is gonna be something that is gonna be buying time for his team to have a little bit of a comeback. But so far, I think they aren't successful in taking any tower down for the side of the bombing here. They have healthy turrets only. The mid lane is actually quite low. But I think they will be able to defend it quite well. But the thing is, even though there are a lot of sense in this tank versus tank situation, one thing I noticed is that whoever have the upper hand into the early game, they will be able to win it. Hardly a comeback has been made. Only the second game was a little bit close. So early game is going to be so important for anyone who plays this game. But I think we might see a fight here, but a little bit of clarity and nothing so aggressive for both of these teams just yet.
But look at 5 members that's still coming in. Initiation coming in. Tommy using that primal grab without the raise, but he wants the lock, and there is a W. GG, well played. Is that a bombament? No further hype casting needed because I want to do it. Do I want to save my energy for the next match? We don't know, but that is 3. Actually, never mind. It's 4-3 trade, and yes, Team Bombament. I'm pretty sure they're gonna move to the semifinals after this. And yes, congratulations.
I think they are the first team that we have in the semifinals in the tank versus tank situation. And one thing's for sure is that be clingy, guys.
True.
Be aggressive and clingy at the same time, because that's what Watashi did right there. But yeah, we cannot forget the team is the one who did first because Itami on to the edits is always gonna be a winning point. And Lunar, even with the one loss that he already have onto the Ellis, he is able to make a comeback. And to the extent that he got the MVP here, 13.0, zero deaths on an Ellis. So I don't think there's any kind of response coming up on the side of Go Tanks 13. And one thing's for sure, Bolty, is that you are onto the red side, you're gonna win.
Mm, that is a fact proven after casting lots of games in the Tank Showdown. So anybody with the red side, yes, you get the win. And yes, Team Bombament being that first. No, not the first pick. Is it the second
They are
or
the
first?
second.
Yeah, the second pick. Yeah, anybody who get you need to avoid being the first pick, guys. This is the
Mm-mm.
new
Don't put this
rule.
also.
Like the normal 5v5 situation, you gotta aim for that first pick on the other side. But this time, the rules are changed. You need to aim for that second.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with that being said, guys, that is gonna conclude Team Bomberman and Go Tank match chapter. And yes, we're gonna have another match after this. Don't go anywhere, as we're gonna be taking a small break. And this is me and Debbie, your casters, signing off. But we will be back. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Tank Showdown. This is a series where a bunch of roamers are gonna clash for that sweet 3,000 prize pool in this tournament. So it's basically a fun tournament where there isn't much loss. If you win, you actually benefit. So, and joining me in this once
Hope
again
will
is gonna
find
be,
a way.
of
Your
course, the
team
one and
is
only
banished
Debu.
forlorn.
Yeah, it's I'm excited because these two teams have been so well known both here. So I think it will be highly dependent on the draft they are going to be doing because Kim here, Mr. Ron Kim, will be going against Mr. Dark, the ABM.
Hmm.
Wait, never mind.
What?
He's
What?
returning
What?
me now.
Okay, 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 okay.
He was an ABM. He was an ABM XP lane,
Mm.
so he did not play. But still, he's a very very pro guy. So I'm not sure what they're doing here in Tank v Tank, but they made it work. So they make it till here. But
Sir,
Doomwalkers,
what's your
I think
command?
you're
Your
gonna be
team
familiar with
is
them because they
banning.
were in the underdogs in the War Drum season 1.
Do you
They
want
Mhm.
to
were
make
playing
friends
so
with
good as
Nana?
well.
Your team is
But
banning.
I think, yeah, like I said, draft dependent for both of these teams. It's gonna be a legit,
Your
massive
team
showdown.
is picking.
Indeed, Doomwalkers and Prime Eternity. I mean, there's a lot of good players on the side, especially the one guy that's standing out when you say Eternity is Neko Queen. Like
Yeah.
this guy's a guy,
I'm the
but everybody
priestess of
calls him a
primal
queen for
light.
some
Your team is
reason.
picking.
But
The
hunter of
look at
all
that,
the evil
Doomwalkers is gonna go
gods.
straight for that Edith pick, but you done messed up because Eternity gonna get two better picks.
My kiss
Yeah,
grants
there
There
we
we go.
immortality
What is that evil
or
love?
death.
You made the evil love and the Elise appear. It was a good background. So let's see what will be the second one because here the Baxter might be a good choice. Okay.
Your
There we go,
team
Mr.
is
Rust.
picking.
I think he's the rumor here, but he's still gonna be picking out the Baxter here. So they are willing to trade out the edits for this Elise and the Baxter combination, which is gonna be the best I've seen in this tournament. But the Baxter has a up and down performance, right? Because
Uh,
the one with the better user use it really well, but the one who just pick it off for the sake of picking it off hasn't been able to make it worthwhile. So this time around, what will be the response for Doomwalkers here?
I think you lacked out a little bit
Esmeralda?
there, Debu.
Wait.
All
Can you
right.
hear me? Hello, hello,
S.
Mr. Bolty. It's raining in UK. I'm joking. I'm not in
Oh,
UK.
I think it's my side. Wait, hold on.
Is it your side?
Everyone has a beast within.
Yellow.
Your team is
Mr.
picking.
Bolte, are you out there?
I am here now. Yes, but look at the picks. Look at the picks now. Wow. While I was out for a bit, these guys are just pulling out the Slang Z with the tree and Dexby. Dexby, okay, he's prioritizing on the turret pushes.
Turret Eater, definitely the master. But
Your
Dark
team
here.
is banning.
They want the Centaur, the horse for themselves as well. So a vampire, a tortoise, and a horse onto the site of Prime or Eternity Esports. And
Your team
we still
is
have a lot of damage
banished.
coming out from the side of Doomwalkers, so they can
You
make
should
it
be
work. But
ashamed
the
for not
second
trusting Your team
the
is
drafting
picking.
phase is gonna be for the side of Eternity Esports. What will be the choice? Because they already have the damage. Oh wait, they need more damage. Could they go for the Esmeralda here, or is it too much?
Maybe shield wise. Esmeralda, on the other hand, I don't know if it's gonna work out here because they have Edith, they have Dexby with the Masha. They could just melt the Esme down, but maybe Neko Queen, man. Oh, he's going for the Uranus pick instead, or maybe not. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Finally,
yeah.
Terisla. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, he made it work into the mid lane, right? He was able to clear out and even zone out the opponent into the first game that they played. I mean, the previous games that they had. So I think it's gonna be into the mid lane as well. You know what? Nicole's Cream reminds me of the guy who disqualified two teams in the
Exactly,
WFA.
and then disqualified himself.
Yeah, and himself as well without playing. Yeah,
Absolute
really got
Sigma, man.
this
Absolute
aura, man.
Sigma. Yep.
So he's gonna be aura farming this time around as well onto the Terizla, maybe into the mid lane, and he might be able to risk the audience with the Terizla as well. So Kim here going for the Panda again.
Okay, Atkim though.
It's like
Atkim.
blood.
Your
I
team
saw you
is
in the
picking.
chat a while ago. I don't know if you're watching and playing at the same time. But yes, of course, this they're pulling up an Akai jungle here. Don't know if it's gonna be quite. I don't know. Like, will it be good? Because you're just gonna end up, tossing away the
Yeah.
opponents inside the Carmilla's ult, right? So is that really good, or you need a? I mean,
They need
oh, no,
high
see this, see this. Look, even Belleric has the Wrath of Diaries gonna count
Yeah.
him towards it. He's just gonna be like, oh no, do the heavy spin and knock everybody out.
If that happens, I think he's gonna get they're gonna rage even the team. So it's highly dependent on the communication skills and the synergy. That's where it's gonna be coming in. And there we go. We are gonna be seeing out the lineups so far. So it's actually Nicole's Queen,
What?
the Rizzler, and what is that? Kelly or still this guy's, he's so good onto this Ellie, so I think he's gonna be making it used fully into the jungle again.
Welcome
Ellie
to
jungle is
Mobile
nice.
Legends.
And yeah,
I like
into the Land of Dawn. This is gonna be the first
5
game
seconds till the enemy
of
reaches
tonight,
the
but we're
battlefield.
gonna end it off with this match. But this is gonna be the first
troops
game
deployed.
of tonight against Doomwalkers and Prime Eternity, well-known team. So this is gonna be one hell of a match to be, excited for. And it's gonna be blue side as Doomwalkers and red side is Prime Eternity. They're looking for this mid lane skirmish right here. They're gonna go whip out a little bit of sidekick here. But it seems like Neko Queen wants those. Oh, he even latched on
Yeah.
that Vengeance Strike, so that's really good.
That's what he did into the mid lane, onto the Therese line. I think this is gonna be giving them a leeway to have to be able to rotate. But you look at the head,
Oh
look
no.
at into the
Hakim
Uranus.
though.
Oh, okay.
Hakim, I think he gets it, but it's a little bit too deep for Mr. Not Haya, but why am I saying Haya? Man? This guy does not look like a Haya, he's a horse. But oh, look at him! Oh, he likes to play it a little bit of a style, but no, that's the first blood coming in onto the side of Doomwalker with Slang getting the kill. And also, it seems like Mr. Ted here, on the other hand, tried to do some, clearance on towards this top side as well, but it seems like there's a little bit of fight on the bottom side, and it seems like Dark will be the one to bite the dust here because Mr. Wade, he's using the Legion, but no, Wrong Kim would be the one to take him down. And yes, that's gonna be 2 kills to the side of Doomwalkers. They wanna look for more maybe here, but no, it's just gonna wait out for the turtle fight.
I thought it would have been a slow game potential for the side of Eternities, but they were the one actually taken down quite a lot. But look at that onward.
Shine making initiation. Ted 7. He's Uranus, so you can get out of that harm's way pretty easily. But finally, that Odd Kim using that heavy spin to pin him down. But the resilience coming in from Ted saves him out of the flicker. But will he save him for long? But yes, that second dash, that second shield is what he needs to get out of safety. But oh, look at that. Basic attack, that damage is quite insane for Ronkim to just be choking down that Uranus.
Yeah, it was a ping retribution that he's using as well, so it's gonna be beating the damage that he requires, which Ice Retribution does not, but look at the move.
Oh, lots of ultimate plethora here, and it's just that we don't see much happening though. It's just Shine there having a full stack of Wrath here. He might get taken out. Yes, he does. Also more is gonna be happening, but it's just that they let him go. They let Psychic go, and they're just aiming for the turtle instead. Eternity, on the other hand, gonna come back with 2 kills on their hands, but they're going for some invade on the purple side here. Nico Queen taking initiation here, but Ted will be the one to, maintain the stacks by getting hit by this little arrow Shinobu or something.
Yeah, he's gonna be taking quite a lot, and I think it's safe to say that he's not gonna be dying anytime soon. And I think this Uranus is gonna be such a nuisance for the side of Team Doomwalkers because he's not gonna be dying anytime soon. The only thing they are gonna be needing is at least 3 members. But look at the bot lane, the horse.
Horse is in trouble. He is gonna get taken out. Dexby gets the kill. Cursing down for the horse, and yes, gets the double there. And Dark also is the one to bite the dust, along with Mr. Streffer. I don't know how you pronounce his name. How am I gonna call this? Streffer.
It's actually it's a vulgar name that he have, but his name is Rust. So let's just call him Mr. Rust.
Okay, a rusty boy. Okay, he's a rusty one, huh? That's why he feeds. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
look. On the other hand, talk about feed, Mister. Somebody feeding inside the turret of Doomwalkers. But Dark, on the other hand, finally getting some kills for his team. That's the first kill for Dark, taking out Psychic. Also, all airborne deck speed. Forces out the flicker, and also Slang here in trouble, but they're gonna be let apart from each other. Or maybe Mr. Russ here don't want to let go. Maybe he is the next Watashi than Mr. Klinger. But maybe they're gonna take down this tier 1 easily on the bot side, but they don't have enough minions. Instead, they just go for more initiation here. Just take out more minions while those row of minions come back. But Shine knows this. You know, going towards the bot side to just clear that to stop the turret from taking full damage. And Psychic, on the other hand, eats a revenge strike, but it seems like... Oh, wait, Dexby on the top lane, though. Guess the retribution coming from Kylie, and it's gonna be Oddkim here. Binding to dust this time with the Shield of Dark. And also some smashes coming in from Mr. Neko. This time around, Swords that flick does not get killed. But the glory spot may be spent. But what is Mr. Ted7 doing? Hello, sir. I know you are playing so good, but can you take these guys? Because Sidekick is here. Wait! He managed to escape. No way, Ted7. Mr. Ted7 on the side of Team Eternity makes the best play of his life right there. A clippable one, actually. And also Dexy on the other hand will get taken out, but finally Shine falls. And yes, Shine will be the one to take the kill on Ted. I thought he was supposed to escape, but IDT insisted. Kylie gets that turtle.
You need to learn to let go.
Okay.
It wasn't right. Because he wasn't letting it go, and he just went back, and that's why he died. Three people was there just waiting for him to make a mistake, and it was a clippable moment, and then also an unclippable moment. But still, a good trade deal for the side of Team Prime. Eternity Esports, they were able to take out the top lane, but look at that kill, yeah.
Ronkin spins on towards Kylie. Psychic coming in, trying to touch Kylie here, but look at the Curse of Blood being distributed towards Psychic. Psychic might fall here. Raffle Tire's not there. He just pops in there, but Neko Queen still takes him out, and also Slang is gonna fall here. Double kill for the Neko here. Gonna make it a triple because he is tanked up, and they get the double with Mr. Russ. That's gonna be 4 deaths onto the side of the Doomwalkers. They are the ones walking onto their dooms instead, as Prime Eternity, Prime as always, gets that tier 1 and is going forward.
Yep, they won for more because look at that Shine.
Hey, Dark. Gotta be played a little bit careful. If you'd warm for your shield unit, you could have gotten killed. But yeah, Shine, good initiation coming up, but it's gonna be Ted once again. Playing with the minions, playing with the base. Maybe Ted go for another shiny play there, maybe, but Neko Queen trying to take everything here. But for now, it's just gonna be pokes from both the teams, like this Psychic and Ted thing they're doing right here. But as of now, nothing's what's gonna happen, but we are seeing a sneaky Ronking on the other hand. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that tier 1 taking. Also, it seems like Prime Eternity are overextending, but overstanding because they're confident here, and yes, they have the advantage of overstanding because they have so much, heroes that can sustain and heal at the same time. So it's good how they are playing. I guess this composition.
Yeah, this is making it work, and one thing Russ reminds me of Veloitsky most of the time because he dies a lot, but still makes a good set. The first one is always him who dies, and but they do always make sure that they always have comebacks. And I think it's just a ritual for him at this point, but top lane.
Glorious pathway being late, and also here comes the Wrath of Dire pulling many Doomwalkers on the processing, but it seems like Russ there on the other hand. Almost getting killed. Neko Queen forces out the flick, but he's getting clapped by the Thunderclaps. Dexby is no longer healthy with those, HP bars. He might get taken out here into the crevices of this tier 2, but not enough as Dexby falls. But also traded out with Russ. More is gonna happen. The turret is not taken down, so everybody's gonna eat a lot, but it's still Prime Eternity is just gonna get those kills. That's a triple right there with just one trade. Maybe they could go for more, but look at Ted again. Okay, Ted.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice one, Ted. Nice one.
Do it again.
Good job. You're actually doing good because the minions are not gonna come and Neko Queen is just gonna be here. kind of zoned it out, but he kind of needs the minions to heal again. So not really sure. But look at no minion pressure. The only pressure that comes is from the side of Prime Eternity. And yes, Cat is gonna use that second skill to get out. He also have a flicker just in case, I'm pretty sure. And also XP losing all the HP bar the mid side here. They want Doomwalkers want to clear out the minions as much as possible before they can make more plays. Odd Kim force out the heavy spin, but that is a suplex coming from Shine, but it's just that Nickel Queen is gonna survive that.
Yep, that was a long one, and I don't think. Even the Holy Seal has been cracked open onto the top lane, so no Holy Seal onto the bot lane as well. But just one base, one turret, and I think they will be able to take this for Eternity Esports. But still, they're just trying to find it in. But Kill, under this, at least he always does that. Gets the Savage, gets the Munich, but this time around I don't think he have, but he did find the triple. But the mid lane is gonna be the focus. They just want the Holy Seal down. Oh, Ted.
And Ted trying to do something here. There's Thunderclap coming in. Ted is just gonna survive this. And with the Sea Halberd used by Dexby, Shine knocks up Nickel Queen. Kinda a bit sus there. But Otkim on the other hand spins a little bit too much. Here comes the set of the penalty! That is a green light for Eternity to do something, but Nickel Queen is punished for making a good set, but that is gonna be 2-2 trade once again. But this trade is in favor on the side of Eternity as Kaylee gets the triple. Did not go for more kills, but that is a good enough trade to pressurize those lanes. And Team Eternity are playing flawlessly when it comes to pressurization. Look at those minions falling up. Ted is still gonna go. This is how you play the Uranus. You just don't cut like one lane, you cut 2 lanes at the same time into the base. And yes, he's gonna go and make the same play over and over again. Take notes, people. This is how you play with your aim. Wait, no, not that. But yes, Ted forces out the flicker, gets the safety from the heavy spin. Dixie, on the other hand, takes out Ted finally. There is a joy. There is, a limit to everything. And also Dark on your hand, he's gonna get taken out by Shine with a smashing shatter, but here comes Kaylee, legendary, sucks everybody off. On Kim is also gets sucked here. Triple kill, that's a maniac coming in from K. Wait, it was a savage. Whoa, how is that a savage, by the way?
He killed the monster right there, and Lucian is not able to survive the onslaught of a vampire, the blood sucking the vacuum. And Kill, I think this is the third time he did the savage into this tournament. This guy, I've already said I don't think they watch the stream, man. They should watch the stream, because I also said do not give this guy the Elite, and he got the Elite, and you're gonna be giving him a savage again. So Sky Piercer, Bolty. It was a Sky Piercer, I think. 80 stacks.
Crazy. Couldn't even deliver like a finishing blow there because I was so confused. I thought the Ellis was still sucking people in the mid lane. He was already inside the base. He already got the Savage. Maybe I'm just a retard, who knows. But anyhow, that is game number 1. Gonna go to the side of Prime Eternity, and they are gonna Doomwalkers are gonna take notes that Mr. ASAP Kylie here needs to. He's like a force that needs to be, not trifle with. So this time around, Team Eternity is gonna have that first pick, but the Doomwalkers will have the second time. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna take the Alice onto their side along with maybe an Edith again. But we'll never know. But Eternity, if they can win this, they have really proven themselves that they can, they are going to prove that the first pick can also win, but not only the second pick.
That has to be it, and I think they really, really need this game. But the thing is, one thing was also commendable. Of course, the Savage was good, but the set, the penalty zone, we cannot forget by Nico's Cream. This guy, I think it was like, I play mid lane, but I do not only play the music heroes. I can play the setters. I can play the Rizla, and he's basically raising all the Rizla players with that set that he did. 5-man penalty zone. Take notes, Miriam.
What? Okay. Clipping this, sending to Miria straight away.
The Dragonborn is back.
Your team is banned.
Take notes, Polina.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Polina is
Still
like,
waters run
he's
deep.
less scary.
Your team is picking.
Why is scary? How
A lot of
can you pick
people.
this,
A
man?
kiss.
Oh,
Your team
wait!
is picking.
Why do you give
Or
Kylie the Alice again? Have you not learned,
No.
Doomwalkers? Wrong, Kim Dexby. Come on, man. But maybe
Even
they can
time.
pick up the
No
Oh,
counters.
there we go. There we go.
Okay, Odd Kim this time around. He's gonna get that anti-heal and the shield. But what can go against a shield and a rock hard guy? What do you think? A
It
rock
did
hard guy, wow.
again. Rock hard guy. You made a lot of
I mean, he's
innuendos. Wait.
he's a rock.
I am the priestess
There we
of
go,
dark
nice
Your
one.
light.
team is picking.
The hunter
Rock
of
It's
means
all
no
it.
the
protection
evil
from the
gods.
rain. That's what he said, right? His
And
intro.
he's gonna be sewing, right? He's gonna sew because they are in the red side. But still, Nicholas Queen going for the same exact picks for them as well. Mr. Rust will be going for another horse. Is it a centaur or a horse? But the horse is easier to say, right? So
It's a
there we
centaur
go.
because it's a like a human and a horse together. Yeah, a human and a horse is usually a centaur. If it's a horse,
Centaur.
that thing won't have a face like a human.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a thing.
it's a unicorn.
Yeah, it's a mythological thing. Yeah. What?
Yeah, there we go. It's a mythological thing. But the thing is, he also has a unicorn.
Your
I mean,
team
a
is
horn.
banning.
So he's a unicorn too.
Mm.
He's everything.
Centicorn. He's a centicorn.
Centicorn. There we go. Nice one. But yeah, you don't get one animal. You're gonna be
Horology is my
getting another
craft.
animal to the
Digi is
side.
my
Blanks going for the Akai here. So you just want to spin around again.
Exactly. Slangs. I mean, Otkim using that Akai doesn't actually work out. But maybe
Yeah.
because he was in the jungle, he was have like focus on farming, right? Maybe if you can get him on the roam, that is where the Akai works the best, I think. But Nico Queen though, and look at the side of Eternity, they know that Team Com works, and yes, they're gonna grab it for themselves straight away. But it's just that Doom Workers are adjusting this time. So what are they gonna be picking in this fourth pick?
Something magical. I mean, not magical, but something magic. Wait, they already have the Bastia and the edits for the magic damage, so I think. Oh, okay.
More
Celery
magic, yeah.
Your team is picking.
It's still a magic. So
Mm.
it's still a magic damage dealer. But oh, Mr. Golden for the Son of Eternity. I
Oh
think
my
he's just gonna
God.
go for the Uranus. He's feeling a bit your
Uranus.
mom, right?
Oi, Dark. I know you want to troll. I know your teammates are pretty good, but you do. Actually, I kind of want to see a Johnson on build.
Yeah,
Everything
they made
is
Bill
fine.
Johnson, but
Yeah.
no, the thing is they're so tanky, no?
Yeah. Maybe Sky Piercer Johnson.
Oh, hell no. Or full penetration Bill. Go for the
Alright.
divine, go for the butterfly. It might work. We'll never know.
It's too squishy again. It's too squishy.
They need something more damageable, which have damage, but wait, got to here. Okay, there we go. A
Your
safer
team
pick.
is picking.
He doesn't
Alright.
want to. He's not really a adventurous one, I guess. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Doomwalkers,
Aren't you gonna ask
they
Lady
go
to
for another
dance?
magic here. The Latina.
Okay. Finally.
No
Okay,
matter.
finally this is good for them. Oh wait. I thought they're gonna be
Missing?
playing like 2 retribution and just invade most of the time, but I
Oh,
thought that
wait,
could be
what is
like a new strat, but
Yeah.
but it's not about the kills, it's about the turrets. So if they have 2
Mm.
jungles, there won't be much people like tending to the
Well.
turrets, so that's another case. But this time around, the AOG being used to the side of Team Eternity. Can they break the curse of the first pick loses? I think it's possible, okay? I think it's possible.
High chance. Oh, we cannot forget, Mr. Ron Kim here is known to show his aura, whether it's negative or positive. So yeah, we will see. Because only time will tell how will they manage to make this work for them, because they have the superstitious second pick. So we'll see what they're gonna be
Welcome to
doing with their
Mobile
kind of
Legends.
composition here.
And they with their composition and
5 seconds
into
till
the
the enemy
land of
reaches
not
the
dusk
battlefield.
but dawn.
Smash them.
And it's gonna be the blue side as the
troops
Eternity
deployed.
going for their match point for them. While on the side of Ronkim's side, Doomwalkers, they're gonna wanna win. They're gonna live to see.
But a lot of clearance onto the jungle. This time around, I think they're just helping out onto the jungle because they know that the jungle is gonna be crucial. But look at that, something here. Rust, is he gonna give out the first kill again?
Not sure, but he's not rusty actually,
Yeah, he's
but
not.
plays like a Watashi.
What does he? Aggressive, clingy, toxic.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not toxic.
Yeah, he's not that toxic though. He does not have the recall on a 5v1, not a 5v1 situation, yeah. But Ted on the other hand though, they know, right? They know that their problem was the Uranus on the earlier phases where he stalls all the turrets. So this time they're focusing him. You know, they're keeping their eyes in check on him so that he does not do the same thing. But on the other hand though, bot side, Dark wins for some reason. That's good.
No.
Mid side also. It's gonna be the first turtle fight here, Debbie.
Yeah, it's gonna be very readily available for both of these teams. Already 10 under 5 minutes. They're gonna be searching for a fight here. But Nicholas Grimm, he's gonna be grabbing onto the level 4 onto the bot lane because it's the XP lane. And you know, a little bit of change onto the lanes as well because Ted was seen. Ted 7 was seen going to the bot lane first, and now he's into the top lane trying to farm out with the fight with the Esmeralda. I think it's a good one as well. But look at the setups coming in. Nicholas Grimm already level 4. Meanwhile, even Russ is already level 4. They're gonna be aggressive here. They can start the turtle at this point.
Indeed. And here comes the first initiation of the Rom team, but that caught with the flicker. Also, penalty zone. Call it all the ultimate fiesta, and yes, they are rewarded. But never mind, it's gonna be 2 deaths onto the side of Team Eternity Esports once again. Kylie gonna be up here sucking Cynic there, gets the kill. Gonna work to the turtle, but that is our slang. Trying to spin away, but Ted kind of caught him. He still wanna give those Ionic Edges stacks, but he's gonna leave it for now. But this leaves Ted in a position where he can start, you know, doing his thing again. But here comes the Shine, shining his ultimate onto Ted. But Ted knows that the shield alone will not be enough to take him out yet. So he's just gonna be playing really aggressive.
You know, it's a dead lane if you put an Esmeralda and a Uranus together. Because the Esmeralda, even though C fits on the okay flank.
Ted though, on the other hand, is looking quite healthy. Even three dudes here gonna get taken on. Here comes the missing Shine. Raphdire being connecting to Ted, but Ted will be the one to use the consecration to purify out and also heal. And also go for the flicker, almost killing Mr. Slang in the process, but he does take out the Shine. And here comes the Slang spinning towards Kylie. Kylie is here to support Ted 7, and they were able to take out one guy, and it was good onto the side of Eternity once again.
Yeah, this guy's basically saying that, of course, I play the damage dealers like the carry, but I can also play the Uranus and use it as a damage dealing hero as well. So I think it's gonna be really, really good. And this time now, I think the focus is definitely onto him again because of how he played into the early game, as well as the previous game that we have seen. But onto the bot side, actually, Dark has been pretty playing quite well in just trying to clear it out and just rotating all over the map because XP he have the better range onto the edits. And not much of a fight going on just yet because the objective, the turtle will be spawning in onto the top lane, and look at Stein.
Stein is in trouble. Also, Otkim might be the one to be in trouble as Ted gets him. Also, Kylie gonna be using those blood oaths to take down 2 members onto the side of Doom Walkers here. They're gonna go for the 3rd one here. There goes the penalty zone. All follow up with that glorious pathway. Glorious indeed gets the kill on Psychic, and that is 3 down to the side. But they're recalling. Here comes the rolling coming up as well. But it seems like Team Eternity are looking for that jungle invade and steal.
Yeah, that's gonna be a felony right there, and another turtle into their hands again with the red buff. I think this guy, you know, he's so good onto this Elise that whenever he gets the Elise, the team knows how to play around with him as well. Because they're just waiting for him to make his entrance and bring down the HP of opponent, and when he it's just the final blow that he's gonna be doing. But onto the bot lane, we can see Dexby versus Cat 7 again. So these guys have been constantly changing the lanes and even confusing the opponent.
Yeah, they're cheating lanes.
Cheating lanes, absolutely. But Kim,
Yeah, Outkim though almost dying, bruh. Flexing
was that?
his low HP, is it? Okay, makes
Okay.
sense.
It's always the mid lane, right, that falls.
Yeah.
But okay, Rust.
That's a tier 1 dead to the side of walkers here, but Slang's trying to use that pushing, get Mr. Dark into the turret, but there's the flicker here. AOG coming in as well, but what can Team Doomwalkers do? They're not trading anything up, but Kyle or maybe Kylie comes in and secure more kills. Gonna go for more here, but everybody died first and dispersed. It could have been a maniac, but unfortunately no. But Shine in the back line, trying to do something, try to clear out these minions, trying to save the tier 2. He is successful, but 2 of his teammates aren't.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. And these Ellie's Mag guy, he's still going for the same kind of build, going for the lollipop here. I forgot the name.
Lollipop,
And
okay.
I forgot the name actually. COD? Oh, okay, clock. And still the Sky Piercer against the tank. So that's definitely something. But top lane, Kelly might be in trouble.
Kylie never is in trouble, forces out the
Yeah.
retribution, uses the, it's a good ice retribution to be used here instead of the bloody,
Yeah.
because the more you move, the more you can suck, I guess. What?
Okay.
Alright. Sidekick on the other hand, eating a little bit of a vengeance strike. Bot side Tet doing that same thing once again. That tier 2 is gonna fall. Penalty zone connects as well, but no follow up on the side. Seems like Mr. Russ here getting pushed back a little bit into the turret. Here comes the AOG as well. Mr. Dexby is in trouble, forces out the Primal Wrath, but that is gonna be good for him to survive. Nobody gets traded out here, but that tier 2 is gonna suffer having lost the side of Doomwalkers. That Ted once again is gonna be doing his usual daily routine again, trying to force not two turrets, but 2 lanes to be actually cut here. He'll force out the flicker at the same time. That second skill is gonna be used to just do more, but that is trouble on the side of Doomwalkers because double kill goes to the hands of Kyle once again. I always try to say Kyle here. Kyle from Tartars, but this is Kylie, brother. And also he's gonna be sucking more. Look at that assist. Glorious pathway win used for Kylie. They're setting him a red carpet, giving him a red carpet to just suck off everybody. Kind of a weird flex, but okay. Kylie on the other hand has used the flowing blood. The AOG comes in. It seems like Team Eternity are committed. It's just Mr. Russ here enjoying the view of his teammates getting slaughtered. He has 3 deaths onto the side of Team Eternity. And this Russ on the other hand is gonna get punished for, just watching the teammates die like a villain. A snitch of the main character. Something.
Is it dark? Never mind.
Whoa.
Okay. But yeah, he won't mind because you cannot just give out your life because your teammate of a state, right? So that has to be it. You learn your lessons for yourself. Even though I'm your roamer, I'm not gonna be sacrificing my life because of your silly mistakes. I think it's just teaching them at this point. But look at that, Elisa Kelly again, just trying to do everything at this point because he have the lead, he have the damage, and look at that.
More here, flowing blood inside. Shine has the shield to kind of counterfeit this more, but Shine, can he survive this? Raffles die popped as well. Look at some knockups coming in, but it's gonna be godlike. Kyle, double kill, triple kill, make it a maniac right here, and he's gonna go for the savage. Maybe Sidekick is in trouble. Double savage onto the side of Team Eternity once again, using the Madara to whip him, and yes, that is a savage right there, ladies and gentlemen. But unfortunately, the enemy concede defeat, so I don't think the savage would be count. But congratulations, Team Eternity, for proving that the first pick is not a curse, but for proving that team synergy and how well mechanics can be played for certain heroes can lead you to your sweet succulent victory. And congratulations for moving to the semifinals.
Clean sweep, perfectly done with the same kind of pick. Just one a little bit changed up for Dark, but because they had their boxes stolen. And I think they will be still sticking to this kind of composition. So keep an eye on them, ladies and gentlemen. They are the best we had so far in this tournament. So whether it may be tank versus tank or 5v5 normal ones, I think this team is signing quite a lot. And they are the one in the stepping stone, a newly made team, but still heavily known players. Yeah, they are known players, so definitely Nicholas Kim is popular. So let's see what they can do to the next round because I think they have the potential. I think they have the most potential to take this tournament 3K into their hands. But we'll never know. There are gonna be many obstacles coming up. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see though.
Alright, I just want to put this out. What the heck is wrong Kim building there? Like,
Yeah, he got the genius one for
oh,
what?
what? Also, the Clock of Destiny for what?
The Clock of Destiny, the
I mean,
genius.
you can go for a glowing one, man. Glowing one benefits him more. Genius one to reduce magic defense, but
What?
for what?
No, just too many things. Like a lot of
Yeah,
healing. And I
actually,
would like
like,
you go for the
yeah,
wishing lantern instead.
true.
It
I mean,
won't work
Genius
very well.
one is for like small stacking damage reduction, not really a bursty type of thing, but
Yeah.
maybe not good as a
Eh,
divine glaive. It's an early, the magic defense reduction. Oh, but yeah, he's wrong. Kim, he'll do his. That's why his name is Odd Kim, like the odd
yeah,
build
it's
he does.
odd.
Yeah, Odd
Mm.
Kim. Okay, man. Okay, just kidding, man. If you're in the chat, okay, no offense taken. Okay, come on. Anyhow, here we're gonna end it off right here. That is the match number 2 going towards the side of Team Eternity Esports. These guys, though, Nicole Queen was actually on Impurity and Keeps. I was also in Celsius Esports, but right now his OG squad, Prime Eternity, is back in action, and yes, they were able to, basically win this off, and provided that they're gonna move to the semifinals. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be having this third matchup. There's some technical issues on the team, but it'll be hosted offline. But after this, the giveaway is gonna start, guys. Stay tuned for the giveaway. Leave a like, share the stream for the giveaway. Help Moba help actually get that monetization at the same time. Help them roll in those ad revenues, because you're gonna need that for future basically foundations. So with that being said, it's gonna be me and Debbie signing off. Have a good night, guys, and may the best lucky guy win that giveaway.
Bye bye. See you.
Let me know what is on. Okay. So hello everyone, we are back for the giveaway right now, and we can spinning for the 2 weekly pass right now. So we can quickly go on the spin, and we can note down the name. If someone is missing, then we can add that name. Oh, your Miss Anna is playing and she is in the lobby that I can see from the screen. She don't want to win now. So, do you have noted down on the name? So you can just go on that is fine. Also, guys, if your friend has left already, then you can just invite them back so that they get all the chance. Uh, okay, you can write the only docs. I think he's not here. And short Datch me. I think he's also not here. Yeah. So let's just spin for the first. I think all are here. So we can spin for first one. You have already added. I think Aichi Kinako, is he here? I think let me just check the list. Aichi Kinako. Yeah, he's already here. We can just shuffle and spin. Pratik P. Naik is here. Consider you was almost there. So you saw your name, right? But वो पहुंच नहीं पाया. So let's wait for the Pratik. Is he here? Yeah, I guess he's not here. Let's spin. This is first spin cost. And the Sido is so lucky, man. First time it left and now you won. Yeah, you can just copy and paste your ID. And can you just add the EROM name this time? Let's add EROM name. I will stop for complaint. Add her name and the split it. Yeah, I've noted your Addy, Tuxedo. Yes, Abhi, you can also win because this is second round. Tournament is already over, and second round is also over in like tomorrow. Then we will have the semi-final and the final left only. Bro, have you removed and added the Iram name? Iram. Remove the kilo and add Iram name and then a spin. Iram. Erum. Yes. Then a spin. Let's see. Yeah, Tuxedo, I have noted down your name. Just 1 second. I have noted your ID as well. Iram, if you want, you have to give me weekly pass. I don't know anything. Just left. Kelly, are you here? Yeah, I don't see her commenting right now. And Kelly, I don't think she's here right now. But let's wait for a few more seconds. It doesn't matter if you are there or not. If your name pops up, अगर आपका नाम आता है screen पे, then you have to give me weekly pass. So you wanted to add your name. I didn't add on your choice. Okay, remove her name and then just explain again. Happy bye. You have already won. It doesn't mean, but you have also a generous heart. You give that to someone. Tia, is Tia here? And don't see her commenting as well. But let's wait. Just let's wait for some time. I think few more seconds. Okay, you can remove her name and let's fill again. Hello, you can't pay the girl card here. There are many girls here. So you can't pay the girl card everywhere. You have to be lucky to win. Dexp is here. Dexp, is he here? I doubt he is here because I think he has another match right now going on. तो दूसरा मैच चल रहा है मेरे ख्याल से. So I doubt he is here. Yeah, you can just remove the name and spin again. No, 19 are there, man. So not all AFK. You can just spin again. Just 40 and why they all not be here. Getsum is also not here, I believe so. I haven't seen the Getsum in. Um, I believe I should just remove all name and add who are only commenting right now. That will be a better option. You can just remove all name and add the name that I'm uh, speaking right now. I believe that will be a better choice rather just doing for them. You can just note down the name who are commenting right now. I will add only their name, not just commenting. So let me know when you are ready. Okay, you can note down IBY. Presido already won, so it doesn't matter. Only dogs, IG, AICHI, Cross, KAUSH, ERI, Yumi, Ceres, Drake, Koro, Otaku, Koro, KORO. Okay. Drake, DRAKE, Otaku, OTAKU, John Forresno, JOHN4, SNOW, Crazy Short, CRAZY, Crazy Short, CRAZY, Crazy. You can just write Crazy. It's fine. 2000 horsepower, Ixia plays, Ceres, SERES. Ixia plays is IXIPLYZ. And Ceres, SERES. Glorious, GLORIOUS. And Erie, it's ERI, not ARI. Spelling mistake is there. Moba Singh, MOBA SINGH. Moba Singh. Lucky Man, LUCKYMAN. And it's not Umi, it's Yumi. YUMI, Kabula. So MYTH, Myth. I think that's covered up all. Is anyone left? They can just comment. I think I have covered all. Oh, there's one man, Sampurna, Sampurna, SAMPOORNA. And now last name is Edom. The public is demanding ERUM. Yeah, ERUM. Yeah, ERUM. I think now we can explain. I think we have covered all. Yeah, we can explain. I'll remove AUSH if you haven't explained yet. Nice. Okay. And either you will be giving me the weekly pass. Okay, you are not willing, you are giving me the weekly pass. Now, just know that you have to give me weekly pass. Just remove her name and spin again. She won't be winning. I just added for fun purpose, just to check if she won. Now you have to give me weekly pass. You know, I know she will not reply to make her AFK, but doesn't matter. Just remove her name and spin. I know, you are not replying me to avoid, but I will take weekly pass from you. Let's see who's the lucky guy now. Yumi, Kaura, or Myth? Oh, Myth. You have won. I think Myth was just commenting, so I believe she's here. Myth. Don't be a Myth, you just commented. Please be available. I'm here. I know Myth is someone's ID, someone Smurf ID. I think India plays is Myth. I believe so, but let's see. Just give me your ID, Myth. So Tuxedo Mask and Myth are the winners of today. I have added, I have noted down your name, Myth. 3254 73076. Yes, I have added. Yeah, so you have to give me. So you know my ID, you know my WhatsApp number. So you can just contact me there and you have to send me weekly pass. So thank you everyone for today. Let's see tomorrow with another weekly pass and another match. And after that, the quarterfinal will be ended and we will start the semi final. And that you have to take best to win. So be ready for that. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.